Have you recently just started seeing angel numbers everywhere? Numbers that are repeating like 1111, 222, 333, any repeating numbers, and you want to know what these numbers mean and what is going on that you keep seeing these repeating numbers? Well, in this video, I am going to explain it for you and break down what this really means and what you need to know if you are suddenly seeing angel numbers in your life. My name's Emma, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if not, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. On my channel, I post videos about astrology, spirituality, and overall personal development. So if you're not already subscribed to me and you're interested in any of those topics, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell button so you don't miss any of my videos. Also, if you're not already following me on TikTok and Instagram, make sure that you go follow me there right now. Pause the video, go follow me, and come back because I post updates there, and I post there pretty much every day so you can just stay up to date with what's going on with me, and I give different updates and information on astrology, transits going on, and also spirituality and law of attraction types of information. Okay, so if you have suddenly started seeing numbers like 1111, 222, 333, any repeating numbers like that, you probably want to know what they mean and what is going on. This could have suddenly started happening for you, or this has maybe been happening for a while, and it's just this pattern in your life that keeps happening where you keep seeing these numbers, whether it be when you look at the clock, you get an impulse to check the time and it's an angel number. Or you maybe buy something and your receipt ends up being one of these repeating numbers, or on license plates when you are driving, or just anywhere you keep seeing these numbers. Now, I get people asking me all the time, what is up with these repeating numbers? What do they mean? What is the significance? Well, first of all, these numbers are known as angel numbers. So any repeating numbers that you keep seeing are known as angel numbers. And what this means is these numbers are synchronicities. So you always seeing these repeating numbers is a synchronicity happening in your life. What's a synchronicity? A synchronicity is basically this phenomenon where you are at the right place at the right time. Some people could chalk it up to being a coincidence. Personally, I do not believe in coincidences. I think that we are living in this universe that is just, everything is so divine, and we have these divine encounters, and I think that everything is based off of energy. Everything is about energy and you being a vibrational match for your experiences that you're having in your life. So that could be reflected through the types of people that you're attracting, the types of people you're meeting, or the types of conversations that you are attracting into your experience, or certain, just really anything. I really, truly believe that we attract the sorts of people and experiences in our life that we are a vibrational match for in some way. So I do not believe that these instances are coincidences. And that's really what synchronicity is. That's where that word really came from, was these right place, right time coincidences, or these events that are repeated, things that maybe you were having some sort of thought, you were thinking about someone, and then you haven't even thought about this person in so long, and you haven't seen them in so long, but they just randomly popped up in your mind one day, and then when you went out to the store later, you ran into them. That is a synchronicity. So it's almost like these experiences that are too specific to just write off as a coincidence. So that's what seeing angel numbers is. It is this synchronicity, right place, right time, these sorts of experiences. So The first thing to know is if you are suddenly seeing these angel numbers, it means that you're actually raising your vibration and raising your consciousness, because you cannot be in the vibration of experiencing and seeing these angel numbers if your own vibration isn't raised enough and your consciousness isn't raised enough to be in that right place, right time, right situation to receive these numbers, to receive these messages, which are really messages from your higher self, from the universe, from your guides and angels, which I will get into. But it's about you having raised your vibration and just being in alignment to receive these messages. So when I started first seeing angel numbers all the time, this was when I started to really dig deeper on my spiritual path, and I started to commit to meditating every day. And actually, when I started seeing angel numbers a lot, I was meditating for an hour every morning. So that was my routine. Right now, I don't meditate for an hour a day. I want to get back to that, but I do meditate almost every day right now. But back then, when I was just getting bombarded with so many angel numbers, seeing them constantly, that was around the time that I was very much into my spiritual journey. And I was waking up every single day before I even looked at my phone, before I went on social media, before I talked to anyone, before I did anything. I went to this little corner in my house, in my apartment, and it's like my little meditation corner where I have my crystals, my meditation cushion, my incense, all of that stuff. And it is this designated corner in my apartment for meditation only. And I was going there every morning before I did anything else and meditating for a full hour. And I was getting all of these synchronicities happening in my life, not just seeing angel numbers, a lot of other synchronicities and experiences happening. But I was experiencing this more because I was really in tune with my higher self. So when you do things like meditation or anything that quiets your mind, you're freeing up this space in your life, in your mind. You're becoming more aware of the present moment. You're being more present with yourself and in your life, that you're actually able to perceive and really see and allow these experiences to flow into your reality. Because if you have all of this clutter, all of these restless thoughts going on in your mind and just taking over your mind, and the rational mind is really ruling you, then you are not present enough to receive these sorts of divine messages. So the first thing to understand is that if you are seeing these synchronicities, these angel numbers, it's because you have raised your vibration and raised your consciousness enough to be this vibrational match to receive them in the first place. Now, a lot of people ask me what specific numbers mean. What is the meaning of 1111? What is the specific meaning of 444? Now, I think that this is really important to say, because I know that there's a lot of videos on YouTube or articles online, if you Google it, that have specific meanings for each of these numbers. However, I don't think that it's the best thing to look too deeply into these specific meanings for each number, because we are all different. So the meaning of one number could be different for me than it is for you. And I think that looking too deeply into it can just lead you further away from what its true meaning is, because we can get really caught up and attached to certain meanings behind things, and we can really get our hopes up and think, oh, I keep seeing this number, this must mean that such and such thing is going to happen. And we can just put a lot of attachments to things. So if you're looking up the meaning of a certain number and someone else says that this number means this specific message, then you could form a lot of attachment to that, which could actually be negative for you. So I like to think of angel numbers as messages from your guides and angels, or just, you can think of it as like the universe or your guides, your angels saying hi to you, saying that they're with you, they're protecting you, they see you. And it's like, you can think of it as like a wink from the universe. So I think that it's important, and something that I suggest to do is have a journal that is just specifically for angel numbers, and you could just like document whenever you see an angel number, write down the number that you saw, and write down what you were doing in the moment that you saw it. What were you thinking? What were you engaging in? What were you doing? And then just write it down, so then you have this log in this journal of all of these different numbers that you've seen and these different situations, and you can see if there's a pattern there. So that is going to be very specific for you, and I think that that is a better way of going about it than trying to look online at these definitions and meanings that other people put and attach to certain numbers. Also, just in general, I think it's a good idea to have a journal where you write down certain synchronicities that have occurred in your life. Not just angel numbers, but like I was saying before, right place, right time, thinking of someone and seeing that person that day, whatever it may be. I think that it's a really good thing to do. I do this myself, and it's really interesting because a lot of the times these things can happen and then we just forget about them. But when you actually write them down, it's so interesting to go back and to look at your journal of all of these events and synchronicities. So overall, I think that seeing angel numbers really means that you have raised your vibration, you've raised your consciousness, your guides, your angels, who we all have guides and angels who are protecting us, who are looking out for us, who are assigned to us to really protect us and be here for us and guide us in our human experience. There are these guides and angels from higher dimensions and higher realms, and they're assigned to us to really be here for us and support us in our life here on earth as being a human. So I think that seeing angel numbers is just their way of saying hi to you, saying that they're with you, and just a way to show you that you are on your right path, that you have raised your vibration. And like I said, you can make notes and you can just write down what you're doing, what you were thinking, and maybe who you were talking to when you saw a specific number, and figure out if there's any patterns that you notice for you. But I think that it kind of can pull you further away from the true meaning. I think that if you try to attach too much meaning to a specific number, and if let's say you really want to be with your ex again, and you think because you're seeing angel numbers, it means that he's thinking of you and that you're going to get back together. I think that can almost pull you further away from the core meaning of it. And I think that it can, when we form too much attachment to anything, that it is really not good for us, and it can almost make us obsessive over looking into each of these meanings and really thinking and living our lives looking for these messages to really give us validation in some way. And it's really fun and it's really exciting when we see these certain things like angel numbers and synchronicities, but I would just be careful with assigning too much of a specific meaning or too much attachment to them. And I would be careful with looking up different meanings that you see in videos on here, or even online when you look up different articles and stuff like that. Because I have done that in the past. When I first started seeing angel numbers a lot, I would look up the different meanings behind them, and I was really set on thinking that a specific angel number meant something very specific for me in my life. And then when that thing didn't work out, it was almost like I was obsessively focusing on these numbers and what is the meaning, what is this message, what is being sent to me. And it almost always was it really was never the meaning that I specifically looked up for that number. Really, over time, I've learned that it just means that I'm becoming more present. I'm becoming more tuned in to my inner self. I'm being more tuned in to the universe and all that is. And I really just think that it's your guides and angels saying hi and telling you that they're with you and that you're on the right path. And the right path is tuning into your inner self and centering yourself and being more present in your life and living your life that way. So if you're seeing them, if you're seeing any sort of synchronicity or sign, it's a good sign that you're tuned in, tapped into your inner self, and that you're exactly where you need to be. So I hope that this video helps. I know a lot of people ask me about what certain numbers mean and they want to know about angel numbers in general. That's just my feeling of it. That's what resonates with me, and that's really what I think. But again, do what resonates with you, do your own research on it, and see what feels right to you. If a certain meaning behind a certain number feels like it is something that you connect with, then go with that. That is what you should do. But that's just my take on it. I hope that this video helped you. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one.